Okay, so this top area is the cerebral cortex, divided up into 4 different lobes. The frontal lobe is involved in personality, intelligence, and like voluntary muscle control. In it is Broca's area, which is the area of the brain associated with like the muscle movements to make you like speak. Down here is the temporal lobe, which is involved in hearing, language processing, and a bit of memory. And within it is Wernicke's area, which is involved in like the comprehension of language. Back here is the parietal lobe, which processes taste, temperature, and touch, and it also like helps with you knowing like spatial locations, and it helps a bit with motor control and attention. Down here is the occipital lobe, which processes like your visual, everything visual. And represented in purple is the like the motor cortex kind of strip, and right behind it is the somatosensory like cortex strip, which processes like sensations, whereas this controls muscles.
Now the hypothalamus plays a vital role in controlling many motivated behaviors, like eating, drinking, and sexual activity. Finally, we have the corpus callosum. This is the large band of neural fibers connecting the 2 brain hemispheres and carrying the messages between. So in this part of the brain, we have the pituitary gland. It's a pea-sized gland that's just beneath the hypothalamus that controls growth and regulates the other glands. The amygdala influences fear and aggression, and then the hippocampus is involved in learning and the storage of long-term memories. Also in this part you have the basal ganglia. It works with the cerebellum and the cerebral cortex to control voluntary movements.
First we start off with the cerebral cortex, which is right here. And this is for higher thought processes, such as like speech and decision making. Next we go to the brainstem, which is right along here, and it helps flow the messages to and from the brain to the body, and both ways. And then we have the medulla oblongata, and this regulates breathing and heart rate. And next we have the reticular formation that controls sleep and consciousness, and along with that the pons right here. It also helps control sleep and dreaming as well. The cerebellum, which is way back here, just hanging out, the green part, it coordinates voluntary movements such as like running or drinking your cup of coffee. And finally the thalamus, which is right here. It receives and organizes sensory info and like processes it.